Hi, and welcome to Missed It by How Much. This is the channel that tests sports hypotheses by using computer game engines. Currently replaying the 2013 Major League Baseball season using Action PC Baseball as if it is OOTP attempting to get the Los Angeles Dodgers to win the World Series. This is our last game. Usually we don't do a wrap up on a game that had its own video, but kind of a quick ending. Wanted to point out a couple things in the last game. One was the tiny amount of hits that the Angels gave up to the Dodgers. 3 hits in the entire game. Great job by their bullpen. And the Dodgers only gave up 4, which is pretty amazing as well. But I also wanted to, so the Dodgers scored 5 runs on their 3 hits, while Anaheim only scored 1 off of their 4. I wanted to go through how those runs were scored. Kind of amazing to get that many runs off that few a number of hits. So we go back to the second, where the Dodgers scored 3. This is how it happened. Loney struck out, and he got to first on a pass the ball by the catcher Conger. Then Kemp walked, and Schumer walked to load the bases. Then Greinke got the 1 hit. He singled between third and short, and Kemp went to third, Schumacher to second, so the bases were still loaded with still nobody out. 1 run was across. Then Gordon bunted. That was an out. That got Kemp to score, and Schumacher moved to third, Greinke to second, and then Uribe grounded to third. That was, I believe it was 60% play, and we made the decision to go for it. Schumacher scored. That was the second out, and then Puig flew out. Those are the 3 runs they scored, which pretty much won the game in that second inning. Okay? And it occurred on 1 total hit. I was a little lucky to strike out and make it to first, but in this game it happens. And then walk, single before the 2 productive outs by Gordon and Uribe. Then we move to the 4th. Schumacher doubled. That's the second hit. And Greinke singled to right. So the Dodgers didn't get a hit after the 4th inning. That scored Schumacher. That's the run there. Then in the 5th, a 2-base throwing error. And then bunt by Kershaw. Moved him to third. And then Loney, one of the most proud moments as a manager, watching him fly out to deep center, and Van Slyke scored easily. Those were the 5 runs. Last thing, pitching-wise, very impressed with the bullpen. Guerrero responded well, even though he gave up a hit. And then I could have gone a different way. We were up 5-1, and I only needed 4 more outs. And I went with Jansen and Rodriguez, and they responded by giving me all 4 outs by strikeout. And I was really excited about that until I looked and found out Rodriguez is not available today. So that was a costly move. Even though he threw 4 pitches, he had pitched 3 straight days. And he won't be there, and we'll only have 1 left-hander, Howell, to face Anaheim in the second game at home. And so that's something that I think about a lot. Not only how to try to win a game, but also to have as many bullpen arms available for the following game. Always have to be thinking ahead as well as in the present to try to do what's best for your team. We could have gone with Jansen for 1 more batter, and then he might have been down. And as much as I love Paco, it is Paco, right? I would much rather have Kinley available than Mr. Rodriguez. So we'll just have to try to gut it out today. Try to get the required number of outs with only 1 left-hander and 4 right-handers. This is what happened for real in the 2013 season. The Dodgers went on a shutout behind. Hyun-Jin Ryu will be facing Joe Blanton, who becomes a Dodger, I believe, later. He definitely pitched in 16. I remember the Cubs homering off of him in the last playoff game. And our record is, I believe, 35-14. This will be our 50th game. And as you see right here, the 1983 Dodgers had a 35-15. So at worst, if we lose today, we will make this list of the best regular season teams through 50 games. But we're quite a bit off the pace of these guys. If we win, we'll be 36-14, and that'll have us with the 74 team. The 2020 team was 35-15. They won the World Series. And the 62 team was 35-15. They didn't even make the playoffs. Different times. But if we win today, we fit somewhere in this area at 22, and I don't believe there's a LA Dodger team that is higher than that. If so, I missed it. So that's where we're at. I missed it by how much? So that's where we're at on the season. That gives you a little recap of the last game. Blanton against Ryu. Ryu trying to make up for his last start, which was a showing. So we'll see what the Dodgers can do once the page loads. There it goes. We're at 25 players. We'll be losing Matt Kemp after today, I do believe. We'll see. And then we'll be without two center fielders. Okay, we'll have him one more day after today, but he'll be leaving soon, and then after that, it's just... We'll see you when you see it. Yeah. All right, we'll be facing a right-hander. So we're going to make this column best to worst. And we'll start off with Loney in the leadoff spot. Uribe will play because one of our top three pitchers is on the mound. Andre Ethier will be in center field. Ellis at second. Schumacher will play in left field. Yasiel Puig will play in right. Ellis behind the plate. And D. Gordon at short. And on the mound, Hyun-Jin Ryu, 8-1 with a 2.36 ERA, 68 2/3 innings pitched, a whip of 1.121. Range is 7.2, runs expected is 4.5. Last game we got 5. We're playing National League rules. There's the benches for both teams. Looks like Anaheim has a short bench, at least in terms of pinch hitters. Howie Kendrick on a 10-game hitting streak at 66 degrees. Wind blowing out to right center at 5 miles an hour. There you see Joe Blanton's numbers. Let's play a baseball game. First up is Erick Aybar, 256 average, 3 home runs, 17 RBI. Pitched by Ryu. There's a base hit to left center. Ethier will pick it up. Is he going for 2? He's going for 2. And the throw by Ethier, he's safe. That's his 5th double of the season and a bad way to start for the Dodgers and Ryu. Runner in scoring position for Trout. First time up, you see the numbers. They are great. So we're going to pitch around him, see what happens. And there's a fly ball to deep center. Ethier going back. It looks playable. It's leveled off. Ethier on the track. Makes the catch. Aybar going to tag? He will not. And the throw goes into Gordon. 1 out. Trout gives it a ride, but that's 1 out. For Pujols, Pujols' numbers don't look great in the box. 259 on the season, 11 home runs, 39 RBI, 34 runs scored, an OPS of 788. Still want to pitch around here. And he gets a base hit anyhow. That's over Gordon's head into left field. Schumacher will pick it up. Let's see if Ibar is going to score without a throw. But Pujols is held to first. The Angels take the lead early on 1-0. Next up is Trumbo, hitting .232 with 12 home runs, 37 RBI, OPS of 763. Those are good numbers in the box. We're going to try to play safe here, pitching around him. Hits a liner right at Ethier. We're going to dive. We're going to take a chance and dive at 62%, and it did not make the catch. It's going to roll to the wall. Nope, it's just a single. Okay. First and second, 1 out. Ryu facing Kendrick, and you saw the 10-game hitting streak. He's hitting .337 on the season. Numbers in the box, a little below average, though. Let's see what Ryu can do here. He strikes him out. Second out. Runner still at first and second for Calaspo. Hitting .231, 1 home run, OPS of 619. We're going to go after him. And there's a ground ball to Gordon. He backs up, goes across the diamond to Loney in time. So the Angels score first on the double by Ibar and the single by Pujols, but that's it. We're through half an inning. The Angels have won, and the Dodgers coming up to face Joe Blanton for the first time. First up is James Loney. He'll face Blanton, who has an ERA of 6.27, 4-2 record, 63 hits, and 51 2/3 innings pitched. 13 home runs given up, 13 walks, 38 strikeouts, a whip of 1.471, so expect base runners. Here we go. First up, Loney hitting .335 on the season. He hits a fly ball to right center. But Trout's out there on his horse. Makes a catch, 1 out. For Uribe, who's been hot lately, hitting .248 now, with 6 home runs, 23 RBI, 21 runs scored, OPS of 735. Pitch by Blanton. I don't know where that ball is. It's way up here. Okay, he got a base hit, and they got him in a rundown, and he's out. Okay. Couldn't, animation was a little off there, but that's what happened. 2 out, nobody on for Ethier. And he walks. So that would have been helpful if Uribe was still on, but he's not. He's at first with 2 outs for Ellis. Good numbers in the box for Mark, the pitch. Fly ball to left. Doesn't look like much right now. It's leveled off. Shuck going back and left. He'll make the catch. And the half inning is over. We're through 1. The Angels lead 1-0. Ryu, after a 24-pitch half inning, will face the bottom of the Angels lineup. First up, Chris Iannetta. He's hitting .215. First time we've seen him in this series. 4 home runs, 15 RBI, 19 runs scored. An OPS of 689. Pitch by Ryu. The pop-up. Right along the fair line. Uribe waiting. Now drifts foul, and he makes a web jam to get it. Did he dive into the stands? That's a 7th great play of the season. Yep, he reaches in the stands and makes the catch, 1 down. For J.D. Shuck. He's hitting .383 and 94 at bats. 36 hits, 2 home runs, 17 RBI, 12 runs scored, at OPS of 938. Wow. We're going to pitch around him. It's a ground ball to Gordon. Big Wednesday hop across to Loney, and they're 2 out. Blanton gets a chance to hit. This is his second at-bat of the season. He has 0 hits thus far. Ryu strikes him out. That's his second strikeout. He's now at 34 pitches, so a 10-pitch inning. That is helpful. We're through 1.5, 1-0 Angels. Schumacher, Puig, and Ellis to face Blanton. This is many times. This is another. It's feeling like. Okay, let's back up. Many times this season, the Dodgers have faced somebody with a terrible ERA, and we feel like, well, we're going to be able to score on this guy, and it just hasn't happened. And this getting that feel. Perhaps it's just the first time around, but we'll see. Schumacher hitting .302 with a home run, 18 RBI, 13 runs scored, an OPS of .787. That is very good. And that looks like a base hit into right. Over Pujols' head, Trumbo picks it up. He's going for 2, and the throw, he makes it, his 6th double of the season. And we have a leadoff double for Puig. Now, you would normally ask Puig to bunt here, but I'm not when I look at this box. An OPS of 1.336. We'll see if it can be executed. It only matters if it comes to pass. The box is just a suggestion or opportunity, let's say. Pitch by Blanton to Puig. Looks like a base hit into right. Trout with a 5-arm, Trumbo with a 4. There's a 55% chance to score, and we're not going to worry about that right now. We have runners on the corners with nobody out. A.J. Ellis and D. Gordon up next. This would be a nice place for D to bunt. But look at A.J. Ellis's numbers here. Really good. So we're going to swing. Pitch by Blanton is a ground ball to short. This could be 2. 99% chance for a double play. So we're going to send Schumacher home at 81%. They take the double play and give up the run, and we're tied at 1. Unfortunately, this half inning's in trouble now. Could have been a big inning. So far, only 1 run. Now, no one on for D. He'll get a chance to swing on his own here. The pitch. And he strikes out. We're through 2 complete. It's 1-1 tie. Ryu back out to face the top of the order for a second time. First up, Eric Aybar. He doubled his first time. Pitch by Ryu is a fly ball to right. That's where the wind's blowing out. But this looks like it's going to stay in the park. Ethier on the track makes the catch. 1 out. For Trout, he's 0 for 1. These are very good numbers. But we're going to pitch to him here. And that looks like a base hit to center. Ethier picks it back up, and Trout will hold with a 1-out single for Pujols, who has a single and an RBI. These numbers look about the same as the first time he got a single. Trout, no threat to run here. We're going to pitch to Pujols. And he's going to hit a ground ball to Gordon. This could be 2. To Ellis for 1. The runner is out, and Pujols makes 2. We go to the bottom of the 3rd, still tied at 1. Nice job there. All around on the infield. All right, Ryu starts off the half inning for himself. Those are not horrible numbers for a pitcher to hit here. Blanton at 29 pitches strikes him out. That's his 2nd strikeout. He's up to 35. Ryu outdistancing him by a lot at 48. Next up, Loney, 0 for 1. Nice numbers in the box, but that's a pop-up. Actually, it's still ascending. Now it's leveled. Shuck all the way in the left field corner, watching the ball. He's near the wall, and he makes the catch on the warning track. Wow. He gave that a ride. That looked like a pop-up off the bat. 2 down. Wind is now shifted down to 4 miles an hour out to right center field. 2 outs for Uribe, who's 1 for 1. He got thrown out. We never saw it, but he singled and got thrown out. Trying for second. I guess he got in a rundown. Good numbers in the box. Pitch by Blanton. Fly ball to center. Trout watching. He's got a bead on it. Glove goes up, and the ball comes down in it. We're through 3 complete. 1/3 of this game is over, and it's tied at 1. Ryu versus Trumbo, who has a hit. Kendrick and Calaspo. Trumbo with the single. That was the play where Ethier had to try for it. And that's a bomb. If that's as high as I think it is, it's out of here, and it is gone. Trumbo with a shot to left field. He doesn't care about the wind blowing out. And the Angels retake the lead. They're up 2-1. That's his 13th home run, 341 feet. Fortunately, it was a solo shot. Next up is Kendrick. Looking for a hit here. Pitch by Ryu is a base hit to right field. Past Loney. Puig going to pick it up? He does. Kendrick's streak now goes to 11 games. 1 out single. Oh, no, 0 out single. Trumbo's homered and Kendrick is single. So Ryu not showing off the pitching, giving up 6 hits already. Now facing Calaspo. Kendrick not a threat to go. And Calaspo gets a hit over Gordon's head into left field. Schumacher doesn't have much of an arm. Kendrick going to go for third? He'll hold. Whew, 7 hits from off of Ryu already. And getting to be trouble time for the Dodgers. 2 on, nobody out. And Iannetta is up. Okay, not a lot I can do right here. Let's just hope for the best. Kendrick going to third, and he gets caught stealing. I don't know why. He never had a chance. Well, he shouldn't have gone. The Dodgers say thank you very much for the out, while Ryu is struggling. Iannetta back in the box. Calaspo hopefully not running at 15%. Let's see if that helps Ryu out. He strikes out Iannetta. That's his 3rd strikeout. Now they're 2 down for Shutt, who has really great numbers. Even though he's 0 for 1, I don't even think I want to fool around with him. I'm going to intentionally walk him, especially as bad as Ryu is pitching, and go after Blanton. Ryu now up to 67 pitches is not long for this game, based on how he's been pitching. Let's see if we can get Blanton and get out of the 4th, only giving up the 1 run. There's a ground ball to Loney. He makes a great play to get him. Sheesh. And that was a tough inning to get through. That's his 3rd great play of the season. The Angels are finished. They only get the solo run from home run from Trumbo. They leave 2, and after 3.5, it's 2-1 Angels. A grounder down the first base line. Loney dives. He has it. He sets on first for the out. All right, Dodgers got to score some runs. And as I said before, 1 run is not going to cut it against a guy whose ERA is over 6. Ethier, Ellis, and Schumacher step in here in the 4th, 2nd time through the lineup. First time up, Ethier walked. Pitch by Blanton is a fly ball to left center. Trout has it. 1 out. For Ellis. Good numbers for Ellis. He's 0 for 1. The pitch by Blanton. He got a base hit. That's into right center. Trumbo going to come cut it off. And Ellis will hold with a single. 1 out single for Schumacher, who has a single himself. Oh, excuse me, a double down the right field line. Okay. He scored the only Dodger run. Ellis, a 52% chance to steal. We're not taking it. Schumacher hits one. Looks like it's going to bounce into center field. Poor play by Ibar gets Ellis to second. Trout holds him. That's Ibar's 6th poor play. Trout holds Ellis at second with 1 out for Puig, who's 1 for 1 also. Excellent numbers. This is the kind of spot where you can blow a game wide open if you can get a good pitch. Blanton only at 51 out of a possible 105. Fires. And Puig hits one into center field. It'll fall. Trout up with it, and we'll hold Ellis. The bases are loaded for another Ellis, AJ Ellis. He's 0 for 1. He hit into a double play. Otherwise, he'd have an RBI. There he is, right here. Gordon on deck. Can't use the bunt, though, if he makes an out here. But those are excellent numbers, especially for AJ. Fly ball to the outfield. We have a 6-arm, a 5-arm, and a 4-arm. So trying to get the tying run home. Hit into a double play, and you get 0 runs home. Pitch to Ellis. He walks in a run. All right. And the game is tied as Mark touches the plate. 2-2. The Ballerina score. And now Gordon gets a chance. And with terrible numbers in the infield back, we're going to squeeze. And we're going to make it safety. Schumacher at 5. Let's see if he can do it. The ball is down. Blanton throws to first. Schumacher scores. The Dodgers take the lead 3-2 on the bunt out on the safety squeeze by D. Gordon. Runners move up. They're second and third for Ryu. He could help himself out. With a base hit here, he's 0 for 1. Hitting .280 on the season, though, with 7 hits. 4 RBI. Pitch by Blanton. It is a ground ball to Ibar. Big Tuesday hop across the pull host, and the damage is over. The Dodgers get 2 to match the Angels 1. We're through 4. It's 3-2 Dodgers. Ryu, who has not pitched well at all today, has a lead for the first time in the game. 3-2. But he faces the top of the order again. They all have hits. First 6 hitters all have hits, including Trumbo's home run. So he's going to have to be careful at 69 pitches. First up, Ibar. Pitch from Ryu. Struck him out. 1 out for Trout. Whew, look at those numbers, including on base of 432. You almost want to just intentionally walk him every time he's up. Can't do that, though. With the lead, we'll pitch. There's a base hit past Gordon's glove into center field. Trout will hold. A 1-out single for Pujols, who has the power, you know. Trout, not much of a chance to lead. Home run right here. Could happen. Pitch by Ryu. Fly ball to right center. That's where the wind is blowing out at 4 miles an hour. Back goes Puig, and he just watches it go way up into the stands, and the Angels retake the lead on a Pujols 2-run shot, 4-3. That's his 12th home run of the season, 389 feet. And Ryu just does not have it today. 1 out for Trumbo. Have to pitch to him now. 82 pitches from Ryu, not very good. There's another base hit. Is it going to get past Schumacher down the line? Nope, a poor play by him, though, gets him the single. Trumbo now 3 for 3. Wow. I'd like to go get him, but it's too early still. 84 pitches. He's going to have to try to wear it, whether we win or lose this game. Trumbo, not much of a chance to steal there. Kendrick 1 for 2. We're going to pitch here and hope for the best. He walks. Man, what a terrible outing this is for Ryu. First and second, 1 out for Calaspo, who has a hit and 2 at bats. I don't know what else to do. Here we go. The pitch is a base hit to center. Ethier picks it up. Is Trumbo going to score? I'm going to let him score. I'm not going to throw home. I'm going to keep Kendrick at second. And it's 5-3 Angels. Wow, that's terrible. Just trying to coax him through this 5th inning, and he's given up 3 runs, and the Dodgers now trail by 2. He just doesn't have it. And it's still too early to go to the pin. So he needs to get a ground ball double play right here. Let's hope for that. The pitch by Ryu is a ground ball to Gordon. Hold your breath. Flips to Ellis for 1. The runner is out, and Iannetta is 2. And the Dodgers get out of the half inning, but not before 3 runs for the Angels, including a 2-run shot by Albert Pujols. The Angels, after 4.5, the Angels lead 5-3. So the Dodgers have some making up to do. 5 runs is about all you can do with this offense. So we'll see. Again, Blanton pitching well. He's only given up 3. Let's see what we can do in the 5th, starting off with Loney. He's 0 for 2 thus far. Pitch. Struck him out. 3K for Blanton. 1 out for Uribe. Good numbers in the box. And he gets a ground ball to Kendrick, who fires across the pull holes, and they get him easily, not even close. 2 down for Ethier, who's 0 for 1. The pitch. He gets a base hit. That looks like extra bases in the gap. Trumbo goes to field it. Nope, it's Trout to throw to second. He hits the cutoff. That's Ethier's 13th double of the season, but 2 outs now. And it's up to Ellis to get him home. Good numbers for Ellis. He's 1 for 2 on the day. He scored a run. A pitch by Blanton is a shot to left. Is Shuck going to make the catch? He makes a great play to get him. That's his 6th play of the season. That could have driven home a run if he didn't catch it. But he dies. We're through 5. 5-3. Angels lead. All right, Ryu still on the mound against Shuck. Let's take a Shuck's 0 for 1. He's been intentionally walked. Not really familiar with him. Is he better against left-handers? No, he's pretty good against everybody. This is just incredible. Look at his OPS versus his real. Okay, let's look at the 808. So we're going to pitch around him here, and if we got to bring in the bullpen after that, we will. Fly ball to right. Puig going back. That looks playable. Got Seal. Makes the catch, 1 out. For Blanton, see if he's going to stand, I'm going to pitch down. And he strikes out. 5 strikeouts for Ryu. That's about his only saving grace. He has given up 11 hits and 2 walks. One of those were intentional. 13 base runners in 5 2/3. And that's it for him. Let's go to the pen. See who's available. Guerrero is available. Oh man, if I pitch him here against this part of the lineup, I don't know what's going to happen. Well, one of 2 things is going to happen, so we're going to go with it. We're losing in this game, and so we're throwing him. All right, 5-3 here on the top of the 6, 2 outs. Let's see if he can just get Ibar and get out of this. The pitch. Nope. Base hit to right center. Ethier going to go for it. Gets past him. It's Puig's play. Ibar gets into second. His second double today, his 6th of the season, and the Angels are just hitting the stuffing out of the ball. And here's Trout. Those numbers. Try to pitch around him and hope we don't give up a home run. And he walks him. And I might just have to go get Guerrero right now. Here is Pujols' numbers, and they're ridiculous too. Who do I have here who can maybe do something? Can't use the lefty yet. Let's hope Belisario can do something here. Boy, that was a bad outing for Matt Guerrero. He doesn't record an out. Well, now we're just hoping Belisario can get us out of the 6th. This has just been a train wreck of a game. Runners at the corners with 2 outs. Here's Pujols. The numbers are a little bit more acceptable. Pitch by Belisario is a grounder. Filoni. Whew! He makes the play at first, and the half inning is over. We're through 5.5. It's 5-3 Angels. Still hanging on. Blanton facing Schumacher. It was 2 for 2 with a double and a single. The pitch is a pop-up. It looks like it's Pujols's, but Kendrick right behind him makes the catch, 1 out. For Puig, who's also 2 for 2, those numbers look great. He has singled twice. Blanton just doing a great job. And he pops it up. This time it looks like it's Ibars. Blanton calling out directions like a good pitcher. And he makes the catch, 2 down for Ellis. 0 for 1. The pitch is a walk, his 2nd walk of the game. He's also hit to a double play. And there's a runner on. And believe it or not, as bad as the Dodgers have played, D. Gordon represents the tying run. That's Blanton's 3rd walk. These numbers are horrible, so we're going to bunt for a hit. Or at least try. Gets it down. It looks like Gordon's safe. No throw by Pujols. Ellis moves to 2nd. Runners on for Belisario's spot, and he'd actually pitched well, and I'd like to leave him in the game. But I don't have an option. All right, who could hit Blanton? Scott Van Slyke's done well off the bench lately. We're going to give him a chance. Trying to hit lightning strike. We're trying to hit a home run here. Van Slyke on the season hitting .228 with 5 home runs, 14 runs batted in, 14 runs scored, OPS of 789. Look at these numbers. OPS of 1.246 in the box. Pitch by Blanton. The fly ball to left. Going up. It's way up. Is it off the wall? It's gone! Scott Van Slyke hits a 3-run shot, his 6th of the season, and the Dodgers cash in on a most unexpected way. Home run number 6, 345 feet. Well, it wasn't unexpected. We did say before he swung that we're looking for a 3-run homer, but the inning unfolded in a way that you didn't expect for 6 runs to score. Or, 3 runs to score here in the 6th. Schumacher gets out. Schumacher and Puig pop up. Ellis walks. Gordon bunts for a single. And then Van Slyke hits a big 3-run home run. Wow. And Blanton's now over his pitch count. That bat might be the winning one as the Dodgers now take the lead 6-5. All right. Can't be comfortable with that lead. Here's Loney. He pops it up. Is that going to make the outfield? Ibar on the rim of the dirt makes the catch, but it's a little bit late. We're through 6. 2/3 of this game is complete, and the Dodgers now retook the lead 6-5 on the 3-run home run by Van Slyke. All right. It's Trumbo, Kendrick, and Calaspo. Trumbo is having a day, 3 for 3. And we only have 3 pitchers left to pitch. We're going to have to try Javi. Javi Guerra is going to have to come in to pitch. And Van Slyke's spot. All right, Kendrick and Calaspo follow. And this is not a give me here. But if he could get me through this half inning, or however many batters I can get out of 25 pitches here, and keep the lead, Howell and Kinley remain. 9 outs to a win. In this case, Gordon is leaving us. And Cruz is coming in. Cruz, a vastly superior defensive shortstop. Ethier stays in center, Schumacher in left for now. Might move Ethier after he hits again and bring in Kemp in center. Okay, here we go. Pitch to Trumbo. Struck him out. 1 strikeout for Javi. Next up is Kendrick, who's 1 for 2. Pitch. Struck him out. 2 strikeouts from Guerra. Next, Calaspo. Those are great numbers for Calaspo. He has 1 home run on this season. But we're going to ride with him here. And there's a fly ball to left center. Is that out of here? Nope, it's leveled. Schumacher to his left. Makes the grab. Guerra with 3 big outs. We go to the bottom of the 7th. 6-5 Dodgers. Wind is now blowing out at 5 miles an hour to right field. It's not right center. It's over here and right. Okay. Kevin Jespin coming in. He's got a sparkling 1.80 ERA, 5 innings, 5 hits, 1 walk, 8 strikeouts, a whip of 1.200. Facing Uribe, wanting some insurance. The pitch. Ground ball to third. Calaspo. Slingshot throw to Pujols is on time and beats him by a couple steps. 1 out for Ethier, who's 1 for 2. He'll hit a fly ball to right center. Trout makes the catch. 2 down for Ellis, who's 1 for 3. He's a run scored. He's fly to deep left, single to right center, and line to left. Facing Jepson, the pitch. Ground ball to Pujols. Albert steps on the bag. We're through 7 complete. 6-5 Dodgers. Guerra still has some pitches in his arm. Iannetta, Shuck, I'm going to bet this is Josh Hamilton. Okay, first let's take a look at Iannetta. We need 6 outs for a win. His power is against a lefty. So we're not going to go to the lefty right now. We're going to stick with the righty and hope that Guerra can get me at least one more out. The pitch. That looks like a double. It is. Past Uribe, down the line. Schumacher can't get it. Rolling around in the corner, and it's a leadoff double, his 8th of the season for the catcher. And we're in a heap of trouble now. Guerra pitched so well. And now, with Shuck up there, I can't trust him. So, going to need some help now. Howell? Yeah. We're going to go to JP Howell. Hopefully he has what it takes to get us to Kenley. Still needs 6 outs. Kenley's probably 5 at the most. So Howell's going to have to, excuse me, at least get 1. And this would be the first time to get it and hopefully keep him from going to 3rd. Here we go. Pitch. Just walked him. 1st and 2nd. Nobody out for Jepson's spot. I imagine that's Josh. Oh, they're going to let him bunt. Okay, we'll take the out. However, the runners move up to 2nd and 3rd. I thought they would pinch hit for him for sure. And there's 5 outs to a win. And I'm going to, this is my last pitcher, so this is it. First of all, let's see. Ibar is better. Let's see the number, 619. Kenley at 470. You know what? Both of them are good at strikeouts. I'm going to have to take a chance and hope. I would normally just go to Kenley here for the strikeout. And then he's going to face Trout regardless. Yeah. I'm going to Kenley. Sorry, JP. I'm not going to walk Ibar to get there. We'll flip Ibar around. And now we're hoping for a strikeout here. You want to bring the infield in here? Let's see bringing the infield in what it changes. OPS is 477. I'm not a big fan of bringing the infield up. But in this case, these numbers don't change that much. We're going to try it. In case he hits it on the ground, we can throw it. Schumacher is going to be replaced by Hairston Jr. Even though if I do that, I lose a guy who has 2 hits and 3 at-bats for the last half inning, and I might need it. We're not going to do that. We're going to hope they don't hit it to left field. If they do, that run's scored. Okay, Jansen, I'm betting on you getting a strikeout right here. The pitch. Nope. But he hits a grounder to Ellis. Is it going home? Nope. They throw to first. Is that enough to hold Iannetta at 3rd? He does. That's as good as a strikeout. 2 out. 2 runners on 2nd and 3rd still. And the Dodgers have a 1-run lead, precariously holding on to it. And here's Trout. You want to face Trout or you want to face Pujols here? Jansen at 7 pitches. I need him to get 3 outs in the 9th. He's going to have to pitch to Trout. Here we go. Now you just need to get an out any way possible. The pitch. Fly ball. It looks like a pop-up. They may get to the outfield. Uribe's calling for it. On the edge of the grass. Makes the catch and they get out of it. Iannetta double. That still doesn't get him to score. We're through 7.5. It's 6-5 Dodgers. Wow. Do I have enough pitchers to get through the rest of this game? All right, Schumacher. I stuck with you in there. Give me a hit here against Jepson, please. To start off the bottom of the 8th, the pitch. Nope, it's a ground ball to Ibar, and he gets him easily. Okay. For Puig, 2 for 3. Need an insurance run. He walks. Okay, a 1-out walk for Puig. Really would like to get him home. Here's Ellis. Jepson now over his pitch count. AJ, not great numbers. And Cruz behind him is not much of a hitter either. Puig got a 67% chance to steal. We're going to take it. It may not work. Iannetta with a one arm though. Let's go for it. The pitch. He didn't go. And he took a ball. Now it's 63%. We're going on forward. The throw, he is caught. Okay, that was the best effort there. We're not going to score in this half inning, and it's going to come down to how many outs Kinley can get in the ninth. Ibar throws across. We go to the ninth, hanging on by the slimmest of leads, 6-5 Dodgers. And Jansen's pitching the rest of this half inning in the 10th inning if we go into that because I don't have any more pitchers. He's going to face Pujols first. He's given up some home runs too, Jansen has. And Pujols has one, right? 3 RBI today. Yeah, he hit the 2-run shot over here. Okay, 2 for 4, but those numbers don't look hot. It's up to you, Kinley. Let's go. No walking. There's a ground ball to Ellis. He makes a great play to get him. Throws him out, 1 down, 2 outs to a win. His 5th great play of the season. Jansen at 13 out of a possible 25 to face Trumbo, who is also homered. Those numbers are not scary. Let's see what Kinley can do. There's a ground ball to Uribe. Across to Loney. He's going to be close, and he is out on the bang-bang play. 5 miles an hour, still blowing to right field. Puig looking up. 1 more out, and it's Howie Kendrick facing Kinley at 19 pitches. He strikes them out, and the Dodgers win. They're 36th out of 50 games and tie with the 1974 LA Dodgers for the most wins in their first 50 games. Dodgers come back and win a hard-fought game against the Anaheim Angels, 6-5. Wow, this game had it all. Back and forth home runs for both teams, pinch hit home runs. Dodgers end up with 9 hits, but the Angels get 13. And with 4 walks, that's 17 base runners. Hyun-Jin Ryu did not have it. He gave up 11 hits in 5 2/3 innings, along with 5, and he had plus stuff come on. Jepson pitched well. Blanton, he was great until he gave up the pinch hit to Scott Van Slyke. Lightning in a bottle. That was the phrase I was looking for. And the Dodgers somehow get through it. Nice pitching by Javi Guerra. And Belisario bailed out Guerrero. I mean, there is all kinds of base runners and big plays, keeping Iannetta from scoring. In the 8th, Van Slyke gets the game-winning RBI. Jansen, the MVP. Wow. That was a good one. I'm going to want to watch this. And here are the scoring piece by piece. Had to just try to get Ryu through 5, and that almost cost us the game. Here's the big inning for the Dodgers, the bottom of the 6th. 2 outs. Ellis walks. Gordon bunted for a single. And then Van Slyke pinch hit, 3-run home run. And then in the 8th, we left Guerra in too long. Iannetta doubles. Howell only got a walk and then a bunt. Sacrifice. We brought the infield up, and Ibar grounded to second. We got fortunate there, and Trout popped. And that was it. The Dodgers go to 36-14 on the season. $36 out of 50 is pretty good when you're over 70% wins. And even though that's the second stinker in a row from Ryu, the bullpen had his back, and the offense somehow came up with 6 runs. I thought 5 would be pushing it, but somehow they get 6 and win the game. All right. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time on Missed It by How Much.